Jonathan Taylor is not the MVP, and he never will be. Look, these people that always talk about running backs or wide receivers winning the MVP, they are just low IQ. They don't know what they're talking about. They couldn't even explain to you what valuable means. These people, what they think valuable means is either cool highlights or best player. Best player, sure, Jonathan Taylor is probably the best player, maybe. I'd have to look at every position and how much better Brandon Aubrey is a kicker than the second best. Okay. Best player, maybe. Best offensive player, probably. Most valuable player, no way. It's not even close. Valuable would mean, in the NFL sense, who's the most important to you winning and or losing games. If you lose Jonathan Taylor, what would the team's record be? Currently, they're 8-2. How many wins is Jonathan Taylor responsible for? If you had to go to the backup, how many less wins would they have, or do you think they'd have more wins? And at the end of the day, it's just common sense that quarterbacks, even average quarterbacks, matter more than elite running backs. Look at the pay. These NFL teams have a salary cap. They choose to pay the valuable players more. It's called common sense. Average quarterbacks make $40 million per year. Elite running backs make 18. So that means that team, they had the option to sign that running back and a few other players or that quarterback. And what the NFL team said was this average quarterback, Geno Smith, matters more to our team's success than any running back on the market. And because they do, a running back could never be more valuable than the quarterback. It's not even feasible. If we look at the Indianapolis Colts, this team has had Jonathan Taylor for countless years. They've been okay, they've been bad, they've been average. This team with Jonathan Taylor has essentially been an average football team. All of a sudden, you get good quarterback play, not great quarterback play, but good quarterback play, and the team is 8-2. When the Indianapolis Colts this offseason, they have Daniel Jones, who is not under contract, and you have Jonathan Taylor, who's under contract for one more year, which means both of them will probably get paid this offseason. Who do you think is going to get paid more? If both of them come to the table, if JT and Jones says, I want 3 years, $150 million per year, both of them ask for the same amount of years, who's going to get signed? The Indianapolis Colts will sign Daniel Jones instantly. Instantly, they will sign Daniel Jones because at the end of the day, you need the quarterback to win games. You need good quarterback play to win games. A great running back, that's cool. That's icing on the cake. That's not the cake. The cake is the quarterback. The cake is the game script. The cake is helping the quarterback lead an efficient offense. Having a good running back is great. Jonathan Taylor is a great player. I'm not disputing that. But if Jonathan Taylor went to a bad football team, it's not going to matter that much. It really isn't. If Jonathan Taylor went to the Browns, would they have one more win? Maximum 2? Sure. I'll give you one win. If Daniel Jones went to a different team, the Colts would be doomed. Doomed. And ask any Colts fan, ask them this question. If it's, well, they're probably going to get the bye week, honestly, but if it's the AFC divisional round and you see superstar player out for the Colts with a sickness, would Colt fans rather it be Daniel Jones out on game day or Jonathan Taylor? Every single one of those fans would say, oh, I need Jones to play. Like, it's Jones. When they see it's Jonathan Taylor, they're mad, but they're like, oh, we still have a chance. We've got Daniel Jones. If Daniel Jones is out, you know you're done. You know you're done. And that just proves that quarterbacks, by definition of their position, matter more than anywhere else. Unlike any other sport, in basketball, the position, it's essentially positionless basketball. You've got ball handlers, you've got wings, you've got bigs, but it's essentially a positionless sport. In soccer, in NHL, the goalies matter, I guess, more. But the best field player is more important than the goalie in most cases. In the NFL, the quarterback, honestly, unironically might be the most important defender. Getting the lead, maintaining possession, picking up third and shorts, putting up points. The quarterback, I would probably rather have an elite quarterback to limit the opposing team's points than have an elite pass rusher. Because the pass rusher can only pass rush on one side and can only stop the run on one side. The quarterback can make sure there is no defensive snaps. The quarterback can make sure we score 40 points and defense doesn't matter. So at the end of the day, the 10 most valuable players in the NFL are the 10 best quarterbacks. We look at the best teams. The Chiefs, the Ravens, the Bills, the Rams, the Eagles, the Lions, the Bengals with Burrow, the Commanders with Jaden Daniels healthy. we can see pretty obviously that the elite teams have elite quarterbacks, and some of them have elite running backs, like the Eagles with Saquon Barkley. But funny enough, the Eagles without Saquon Barkley made it to the Super Bowl and scored 30 points. So Saquon Barkley on the Giants was terrible, did nothing. The team sucked. Saquon Barkley goes to an elite team and gives them icing on the cake. They didn't need Barkley. They probably would have still been in the Super Bowl. Now, would they have won it? I don't know. Barkley definitely helped. But don't act like Barkley took them to the Super Bowl. They were in the Super Bowl the year before and scored 30 points. So the Eagles were fine without Barkley. The Baltimore Ravens were fine without Derrick Henry.